This is my no-knead overnight bread rolls, and it's honestly one of the easiest breads you would ever make. This recipe requires no machine, no kneading, so no stress. All you need to do is mix it, chill it in the fridge, and forget about it until morning. So without wasting any more time, let me show you how to make it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. To make this, start by mixing yeast and slightly warm milk or water. Add a little sugar to feed the yeast. Now you want to make sure that your water isn't too hot or warm, because if it's too hot it can kill the yeast, which means your bread wouldn't rise. You can test the temperature by putting a clean finger into the milk. It should be around the same temperature as your body, or warm enough that you can feed it to a baby. Give it a good mix, then cover and allow to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. If after 15 minutes the yeast mixture isn't bubbly like this, it means that the yeast is most likely bad or expired, which means your bread will not rise. So what you need to do is throw it out, go get new yeast and start that process again. In another bowl, add your bread flour, salt and the remaining sugar. Give that a mix. Add 1 beaten egg and melted butter. Make sure the butter has fully cooled down after melting before adding. Add the yeast mixture from earlier and then give it a good mix using a wooden spoon or a spatula. Mix very well until everything comes together and there are no lumps. The dough will be sticky and rough, which is okay, that's what we're going for. When that's done, cover the bowl with whatever you have. You can also use a clean kitchen cloth. Transfer to the fridge and let this sit in the fridge for about 6 to 12 hours. I usually just leave it overnight. The next morning, the dough should be soft and puffy. Transfer to your work surface. Make sure you add a little bit of oil before adding. Also, oil your hands because the dough can be quite sticky. You can also use flour in place of oil. I just find oil to be much easier to use, and it also keeps the bread very soft. Now flatten this and cut into smaller pieces. I'm going to be cutting mine into 16 equal pieces. You can just eyeball it, or if you want them to be the exact same size, you can use a digital scale. So how to do that is measure the whole dough. In this case, my dough was 880 grams. I'm making 16 rolls, which will then be 880 divided by 16, and that gives you 55 grams each. Roll each dough up using your hands or the work surface. Just roll in a circular motion until you get something that looks like a dough ball. Transfer to your baking pan. The baking pan I'm using is the 9 by 9 inch caraway square pan. It's non-stick, but if you're using a non-stick pan, you want to flour or spray with non-stick spray before adding the bread. Allow the rolls to rise in a warm place for about 40 minutes to 1 hour, or until it's doubled in size. Bake in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius oven. I usually bake for about 20 minutes and that's it. Soft, fluffy, sweet rolls with almost no effort. You can find the full recipe in the description box and a very detailed written recipe on my blog, kikifoodies.com. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.